Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to Musings of Maverick. I'm your host, Maverick, and today we are going to be watching Shield Hero episode 19. Last episode where we left off, we're getting into the interesting, the meaty, the juicy plot, parts of the plot, right? Although some have said that it's not actually the real meat of the story, but anyways, this entire conspiracy in regards to the church has finally been unveiled. They were the ones behind a lot of the slandering against the Shield Hero, and they've actually showed themselves as well to the others. And apparently they believe that they have cornered both the Shield Hero and Motoyasu and all the other heroes as well. So I am looking forward to seeing their ulterior motives, like what drives them. Are they really just religious fanatics who are nut jobs, or are there more forces at play? Maybe they're conspiring with other countries and whatnot in a play to assert authority or dominance over this country's current government, right? And maybe we can understand a little bit more about all the different heroes as well as what is special about this certain time. And also, one of the biggest things I'm looking forward to is for, possibly, just maybe, all the heroes can reconcile with each other, and we don't have to watch the annoying Motoyasu be such an annoying little bugger every single episode, right? So, fingers crossed for that. And let's begin in 3, 2, 1, play. Oh yeah, and there's this weapon as well. Devil of the Shield. So, another meteor attack or something? Yeah, what is it? It's fairly important. It's a laser beam? Alright. Does it have an attribute of light? Okay. It turned into a spear? Okay, I guess it can turn into a spear, a bow, or a sword, right? Just guessing. Anyways, let me skip this real quick. The 4 cardinal heroes. Am I also going to venture, I guess, that Ren and Itsuki will show up this episode? A replica? So it's not the actual weapons? Hmm. Oh. All of their mana? Backstab! All right. So this is interesting. They were trying to find a way to take all four of the weapons into that. So does it actually have a shield transformation? Yeah, he's annoying. All right, go, go, go. Just go, Mariasu. Hmm. Nani? All right. Ah, this is funny. No, if it was that, never mind. Hmm. No shit, dude. Well, theoretically, never mind. They'll probably run out of mana long before. Alright. Is there a way to take out all the believers at once without just completely massacring them? Hmm. Ah, here we go. What did I say? Ren and Itsuki. Hey! But how are they able to? Okay. It's just a temporary breakthrough. Okay. Hmm. So how did you guys survive? Oh, the shadows. Ah, come on. They got their pride as well, Naofumi. Hmm. They actually have some pretty good coordination, all things considered. Hmm. I kind of feel like this is a pretty bad plan, right? You know, this plan would work against a small party like this. But against an army, are you sure that weapon has any use? Well, it only... Yeah, you're an idiot, Mariasu. Eh. Oh my god. Can we just like fast forward through the circus act already? Come on, just own up to it. Man, every time I look at them, I just think of the new, the official light novel that features Spear Hero as the protagonist. Yeah, that one's on Naofumi. Nah, it held. Your promise, Naofumi. Alright. Oh, are we actually gonna get a battle this episode? Cathedral. Alright. Okay. So it's like trapping them in? A literal cathedral? Alright. Hmm. And of course, the big battle is in the next episode. Alright, alright. Alrighty, so that was episode 19. I guess this conversation and this episode was inevitable. This kind of conversation taking place, we know that they were bound to confront their problems with each other at a certain time. I just would have thought that it would happen after they took out the Pope, right? I mean, come on, you guys have a common enemy right in front of you. Now is not the time to be bringing up your personal grudges, right? Again, well, to be fair to Naofumi, I'm sure he has lots of complaints and lots of grudges to hold, right? And you can't really blame him. But still, the entire reason that the Pope was able to eventually cast that sanctuary magic was because you guys were just too busy arguing among yourselves, right? Although, in a way, I guess you can also say that this is the offer hinting at what would happen if the heroes are not on the same page, right? They need to be on the same page, otherwise the enemy would take advantage of the situation and do some bad things to our heroes, right? So, like I said, Naofumi is absolutely correct in calling them out, just maybe not the right time and place. And speaking of the other heroes, I'm still thinking back to the first episode where they mentioned that, to them this really is a game, right? In their former world, they played a game that had the exact same setting and maybe even the exact same kind of system or characters or whatnot. And so, I guess I can't really fault them for thinking this is a game. Like, I'm a gamer myself, I play lots of RPGs as well. If I had the chance to, I mean, when I play RPGs, I also typically don't care about the NPCs that much, especially of a town. So if they view it as a game, yeah, I can kind of see why they wouldn't really care about all the other people or whatnot, because they just don't consider them people. I think I touched on this subject a few episodes ago. I can't remember which one, but it's not justifying their actions. It's just I'm saying their actions are understandable, right? Now, of course, wronging Naofumi, that's on them for being too gullible, but it is what it is. I'm glad that they haven't really talked it out yet. It'll be interesting to see what happens after. I feel like Naofumi is definitely the type of person to hold a grudge. He's not going to forgive them easily. But at the same time, I feel like if one of the heroes actually sincerely apologizes to Naofumi, he'll probably accept it. So we shall see after we take care of the Pope. And by the way, my favorite part of this episode was probably Philo and Melty retorting the heroes every time they tried to say something. That was probably my bright spot of this episode. So, not really much else to talk about. You know, the Pope has this high-level magic called Sanctuary. My initial guess from this is maybe it's a sort of a domain kind of magic, right? So, when the person who cast this magic, when it's sort of like an area magic, and when you're within the area, you have enhanced attributes, maybe in regards to defense and whatnot. That's my initial guess for this magic, but I guess we shall see next episode. And, you know, speaking of which, also, like, is that really your plan, Mr. Pope? Like, I'm not only taking everybody's mana and then concentrating into one person. Like I said within the episode, it kind of works against a small party like the heroes and whatnot. You know, 10 people, give or take. When there's an army rolling down at you, how exactly are you going to stop that using this kind of method, right? I don't know, I just feel like the whole plan is a little bit silly, to say the least. But anyways, we'll probably know next episode. My guess is they'll probably find a way to break the Sanctuary, maybe hold off a few attacks, and maybe eventually the Queen or the King or whatever is going to lead a troop of forces here, and then they'll clean up the situation. So that's how I expect it's going to go next episode. So that has been that. I apologize that this has been a shorter episode, but again, there's not really that much to talk about, so let's just look forward to the next one. Until then, bye bye.